And so, did you hear about that woohoo scandal that happened at school? What? What is happening at their high school? No, we didn't hear about that. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and we are back today to play some more of our Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. And we are on to the second generation with our second gen heir, Wren. In our last episode, Wren aged up into a teenager and we officially kicked off Generation 2. Links to the challenge rules will be down below if you are curious and kind of want to follow along. I'm not going to read through the Generation 2 goals in this episode. I'll touch on them a little bit perhaps as we're playing through, but if you want the full rules list, go check that link down below. Generation Run, our founder, Grove, we finished, and so now our focus is shifting to Wren, and as I said, Wren just became a teenager. She just started high school, and so I think in today's episode, we are going to see Wren heading off and starting to make some friends and starting to socialize a little bit and kind of starting to develop those relationships that are going to carry her into her life. It is Saturday morning, so it is the weekend, which is a really ideal time for Wren to work on those relationships. Now, as per the challenge rules, Wren is an unflirty sim and will not have any romantic relationships until elderhood. And so really when I say relationships, I am talking about the friendships, the support network that is going to go forth and support Wren through her young adult and adulthood. She does want to have a bunch of children. She wants to have 4 children, and she's going to need that support network to help her raise those children and just kind of get through things, because life as a single parent is not easy. So Wren has the goal-oriented teenage aspiration. She does want to do her homework 5 times. It's super early on Saturday morning though, so we might hold off having her do her homework. She is also on the chess team. She does need to play chess, so maybe we'll take her out here to the chess table and have her play some chess. Now, in addition to Wren, Grove and her husband Alex do have 3 other children. There is Rowan, who is a child, and twins Poppy and Forrest, who just became toddlers. So all kind of unexpected children, and all happened at times that we weren't planning on them happening. Well, okay, I take that back, except with the exception of Rowan. All 4 of Alex and Grove's children were a bit of a surprise. Rowan was really the only one that was planned. Alex and Grove decided they did want to have another child after raising Wren. Wren came earlier than expected, and so then when they decided to have Rowan, Wren was a little bit older, and they made that conscious decision. And then Poppy and Forrest were a complete and utter surprise. This is what happens when you woohoo with mods that give you risky woohoo. Twins. Forrest is kind of having a tough time. He keeps having bad dreams, so he's really tired. He's feeling really sad because he had a nightmare. This is like the second nightmare that he's had tonight. And it's early in the morning and he's still like super tired and not ready to go back to sleep. One of Grove's really good friends is Liliana Kealoha, and she's now Liliana Wilder because she married Wolfgang Wilder after Makoa passed away. And she has called up Grove and said, we've been thinking about trying for a baby lately. Do you think we should do it? We want to, but we're not sure. It's a huge responsibility. What do you think? So Liliana, in our last episode, we went over to visit Liliana after Liliana and Wolfgang had adopted a child, and now they want to try for a baby of their own. Now Liliana has several children that she had with Makoa, but none with Wolfgang. It's understandable that Liliana and Wolfgang might want to have a baby of their own. But I think Grove is going to say that you should decide for yourself. Decide for myself? That's too hard. You know, maybe if it's too hard to make that decision, you should not. All right, Wren has actually been working on some schoolwork. As we know, she's very goal-oriented. She wants to like do really well in school. So she's been spending her Saturday morning working on homework. But now that she is about done, she is going to get together with some friends and go hang out and work on developing some social relationships with people. So I am playing in the Little Simsy save file, and so Newcrest has been beautifully built up and lots of good lots in it, lots of good community places to go visit. And so we're gonna take Wren and head over to Newcrest to the bowling alley because it is a teen hangout, and it seems like the kind of place where Wren and her friends might go to just hang out and get to know each other a little bit. we're gonna bring Nani Kealoha, who is Liliana's child, and she and Wren really hit it off when Grove went over to see the newly adopted child. They really hit it off. They really got along really well. We're also gonna invite Melanie, who Wren met at her first day of school, and they seem to get along pretty well. They're still kind of developing a relationship and getting to know each other. We'll invite Trayvon Goth, who Wren has been friends with since they were children, and as well as Angela Conrad, because Angela is somebody else that Wren is getting to know. So we'll just bring those kids. We'll head over to the bowling alley. We'll let them hang out, have some fun, do that sort of thing, kind of get their friend group going. All right, well, let's go inside and let's invite to bowl. Let's bowl a 10-frame game. We'll invite everybody to bowl that we brought with us. All right, Wren has started bowling. She knocked over a couple of pins and has now developed the bowling skill. She seems to be having fun. She's feeling really playful from the decor, but has apparently found a very unattractive sim. I don't know who this unattractive sim is that she's like kind of put off by, but I guess we could look. Oh, apparently Wren finds Trayvon Goth to be very unattractive. So even though they were really good friends growing up, Wren is not at all attracted to Trayvon. Hopefully he's not attracted to her. We know Wren is unflirty and actually an aromantic sim, so it'll be interesting to see how this all kind of comes about. Okay, Nani just called Wren and said, who is supposed to be here at the bowling alley. I think all of Wren's friends left, which is kind of sad. And so, did you hear about that woohoo scandal that happened at school? What? What is happening at their high school? No, we didn't hear about that. Okay, everyone seems to have left. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe we need to make like an actual friend group and then we can make them all like hang out together. We'll call it Wren's friends. So it'll be Trayvon and Nani, Angela, and Melanie. We'll have that be her friends. And there's still room for one more, but this is a good start. And since they're still teenagers, I think we'll have them, they'll do their homework together because they are still all teenagers. And then we'll have them do some other things. All right, so we've made a club for Wren. And we're gonna start the club gathering and have them come back to the bowling alley so that we can like actually all go bowling together and have this work out the way that we want it to. Wren's still in here bowling away, but her friends kind of all vanished on her. All right, everybody has come back, so we might as well get another game of bowling going. All right, we are trying again for our bowling attempt. We've got our friends from our friend group are here. And so we are gonna do some bowling. And Wren has again knocked down a couple of pins, not the greatest bowler. All right, she's gonna throw her second ball. Oh, that was not good, Wren. But you reached bowling level 2, so good job on that. Apparently Dominic Caliente over here is quite the bowler. He just got a strike, so that was pretty impressive. Apparently these three have come upstairs and have decided to watch a movie instead of actually going bowling. But I mean, that's okay. They're all hanging out. Wren's having a good time. She's made a good friend. She's feeling some camaraderie from her friend group that she's hanging out with at the bowling alley. She's getting to know people at her school a lot more. I think we're gonna need to give everybody in Wren's friend group a little bit of a makeover. If they're gonna be who we're gonna be hanging out with, they're gonna need a little bit of sprucing up. They could use a little bit of help. So I think maybe over the course of the next few episodes, we'll kind of gradually get them all made over and giving them some new looks. And in fact, why don't we start with Nani? Because Nani is already a good friend of Wren's. All right, so we're gonna give Nani a little bit of a new look, just kind of freshen her up a little bit. She is a leader of the pack, so she actually wants a lot of friends. She is a genius and lactose intolerant, so let's give her a little sprucing up. I've given Nani a little bit of a makeover, so here is a made over Nani, just kind of freshening her up a little bit. So I suppose this is kind of fitting for Wren, that they're all like kind of doing their homework at a bowling alley together. Or at least Wren is. The others might be like, I'm not really up to doing my homework here. Nani is kind of like, why are we doing this? Oh, Nani wants to become best friends with Wren. I mean, yeah, I think that that makes sense. The two of them have really gotten along. They really hit it off like right from the beginning. So it makes sense. Oh, and Alex has now been promoted to sous chef. So Alex is in the culinary career. He really enjoys cooking and he got himself promoted. So good for Alex. Oh, Bianca is here. Bianca is friends with Grove and Alex and she's here looking really sad. I wonder what happened. It's gotten to be evening and Wren has had a really good time hanging out with her friends, but she's gonna head back home now. Grove and Alex didn't want her to be out like all day and all night, and she was gone all afternoon, so she's gonna go back home. Oh dear, both of the toddlers appear to be in rough shape. Great. All right, Alex, why don't you come and potty train Poppy because she needs to go potty. And everybody, they're sad because they were left behind. Maybe it's because Alex went to work. I don't know where Grove went while Alex was at work, but that seemed to make everybody sad. Right, it is a Saturday night and everybody is starting to get a little bit hungry and Alex has been at work all day. So I think we're gonna have Grove order some pizza. So we're gonna go ahead and order just like a pepperoni pizza for the family. They're gonna have pizza for dinner. Apparently Alex has to go back to work. He got promoted to sous chef and they want him back at work this evening. So he's gonna have to work until 2 a.m. That's gonna be rough. So while he's at work, the rest of the family will have their pizza and that. Oh no, Rowan, don't make a mess. Let's have Grove come over and tell Rowan not to make a mess. Like, you need to be respectful of the yard and the property, and making a mess just isn't cool. And we'll have Wren come over and take the pizza. Wren is hungry as well. All right, the pizza has arrived, so the kids are all grabbing their slices of pizza. So they're eating pizza. Something happened between Wren and Rowan, and Wren has a bit of an issue with Rowan right now, so she's feeling kind of tense and isn't really being the nicest to Rowan. Because I don't know exactly what happened, but they have this issue with each other, which isn't great. And Grove and Alex have been trying to get them to work it out, but they're not really resolving this too well. I mean, maybe we'll have Wren come and apologize to Rowan and tell him, you know, like, I know I've been kind of in a rough spot lately. Growing up has been hard. Or apparently Rowan is gonna come and yell at her. Okay, you guys need to stop fighting. Okay, why don't you just like get away from each other for now? Just walk away, leave each other alone. Might be for the best. Yeah, see, Wren has a festering grudge towards Rowan, and now she's feeling hurt. And so she's just really upset with her brother, and I don't know if it's like teenage hormones where she's just kind of feeling put off. Like maybe she's feeling like I've got these little siblings around and I don't really want them around, which is interesting because eventually she wants to have a whole bunch of children. So maybe Wren kind of starts off being a little bit put off by her younger siblings. You know, she was an only child for a long time, and she was initially excited to have a younger brother, but then having a younger brother wasn't really all it was cracked up to be for her, and she really had a hard time when Grove became pregnant with the twins and when the twins arrived. So I think Wren is going through the kind of this stage where she isn't particularly interested in kids right now, but that does change for her. And Grove has kind of come out and been like, I know you're going through a difficult time right now, but you really do need to be kinder to your siblings. And it's time that you kind of recognize that and just be a little bit more patient with them. I know it can be hard. I know you didn't really want other children and other siblings, but they're here, so let's make the best of this situation. And Wren was kind of like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I need to be better and more patient with them, but I just feel like I have to share a room with my brother. I don't have a lot of space to myself. It's just kind of hard right now. I think Grove does understand that. They do live in a tiny home. There isn't a whole lot of personal space for Wren. So Grove just really wants to give Wren as much time and space with her friends as possible to kind of help her work through some of this. Why is Caleb Vitor here? Nobody ordered a vampire. You can leave. We don't need you sucking anybody's blood. It is now Sunday. And Wren is definitely thinking about like her extra credit work that she wants to get done. So she's thinking about maybe heading over to the library and having her friends come and join her there, and they can all like work on their homework and their schoolwork together at the library. and get some things done, get some things accomplished, and also continuing to get that social time. Oh, Nani just called and said, "You didn't seem like yourself today, so I was just checking on you. You're good, right? I mean, Nani, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I haven't seen you, but yeah, I'm okay." You know, maybe Nani knows that Wren is feeling a little bit claustrophobic in her home and feeling a little bit overwhelmed by her siblings. So Nani could relate to that because Nani actually has quite a few siblings as well in a home that doesn't have a ton of space either. So it could very well be that she was just calling to just check on her because she understands those sentiments that Wren is kind of experiencing. And in fact, it's probably that call from Nani that has prompted Wren to head off to the library to kind of get together with her friends, kind of get away from the tight, cramped quarters. And they're actually going to head to Breechester to the library there. I think they're kind of thinking, like, let's go and hang out at the university and maybe we can meet some university kids. Like, they're feeling like they're wanting to kind of expand their horizons a little bit. So we'll go and then we'll start a club gathering once we're at the library. All right, so we'll start this gathering, get all of the friends here, and then once they arrive, they can work on some homework together. So Wren has come in to work on her homework. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to give Melanie a makeover like now. She needs some help. So let's make over Melanie, and then we will go back to Wren and the extra credit work that none of her friends are doing. Yeah, Melanie needs some work. Yikes. Let's help her a little bit. So Melanie wants to be fabulously wealthy. She is an art lover and a maker, and she does not like the color purple or painting. So, and likes outdoorsy fashion. So let's kind of, and basics. So let's kind of go on that and get Melanie a new look. All right, so here is Melanie after a little bit of a makeover. So she's looking a little bit better, a little less hodgepodge in her choices of clothing. So the friends have kind of all given up on homework. They're just hanging out now, which is fine. They're just hanging out. Grove got done everything that she wanted to get done, so now she's just hanging out with her friends. And maybe they'll head somewhere that's not the library for that. Or actually, wait. There's an ice skating rink set up over here. What if they all came over and did some ice skating? That could be fun. We have like moved into winter, and even though it's not like snowing yet, they can have a little bit of ice skating time with each other and just have some fun as friends. So Wren is coming over and has acquired the fitness skill. Very good for Wren. Little unsteady on her feet. So is Nani. Nani, who lives in Sulani, probably doesn't get a lot of exposure to snow and ice, but except when she goes and she hangs out with Wren. Oh, Wren just fell hard. Oh no. Let's be careful. We don't want her to get hurt. Melanie's kind of over here watching them like she's not real sure if this is a good idea. Oh, Melanie has decided to get in and skate as well. And Wren is going back for some more. Oh, Wren is not doing well. She keeps falling. Oh no. Oh, and Angela's come over now. Angela looks a little bit steadier. Although they all look a little tentative with their ice skating. Oh, there goes Angela. Oh, and now Wren. They're all falling down. Oh, and here's Trayvon now. Let's see if he does any better. Yeah, none of them are very good ice skaters. This is like the funniest ice skating. They're all like very tentatively going around and like slipping and falling, and but all seem to be having a good time despite their poor ice skating skills. Oh, Wren is feeling very confident and very happy from this time with friends, from a close connection, from, you know, starting to get the hang of ice skating. Like, she's starting to do a little bit better now and starting to get the hang of it. She's feeling valuable from all of her time with her friends. She's gotten to know all of them pretty well through their time together over the weekend, and so she really feels important to them, which she was needing. I think she was feeling a little bit undervalued by her family with all of the siblings that she had. She appears to be stuck. Oh, there you go. There you go. Moving forward again. But I think she was feeling a little bit undervalued, and so this time with her friends has really helped kind of boost her self-esteem and kind of made her feel a little bit better about herself. So this was exactly what Wren needed. Wren has come back home, and I think she's feeling a lot better after having spent the time with her friends and feeling ready to kind of go into the next week on a good note. So we've kind of made it around to Sunday evening. Wren and Rowan have been getting themselves ready to head off to school in the morning, kind of getting last minute bits of homework done and completed. Poppy and Forrest have been working on their skills a little bit and getting those skills up because we have some birthdays for them coming up in the next week. Actually, on Winterfest, they will have birthdays. So kind of getting things ready for them to become children. And so I think as we're kind of coming to the end of the weekend, we're going to end the episode here for now. Wren spent a lot of time with friends and developing those friendships, which she really did need quite a bit. And as we're kind of going to head into the next week, she'll be going back to high school, continuing to work on that goal-oriented aspiration that she has. You know, she definitely wants to be very successful in her life. We know she's going to go into the education career, and I think that that'll be something that will be good for her to just kind of work on those goals. I think she'll really thrive from that. As being the oldest of 4 children, I think that's made her a lot more goal-oriented and driven. One of the things that I'm thinking about with her, because she wants to go into the education career and we need to max the research and debate skill, I'm kind of considering sending her to university. That seems like something that is consistent with her personality. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. I know we still have her teenage years to play through, but let me know your thoughts on sending Wren to university. I think it might be just the right thing for her, but let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!